sales strategy as if you were dating someone. And when I was dating, especially in my early 20s, I lived in New York City at the time, and this was, online dating was a thing, but not really as big of a thing. And we would go out and we'd go to a bar or a club or wherever the heck we were going, or a house party. And we would get all dolled up and we'd choose a specific place that we believed that our ideal mate or partner would be. And then we'd go there and, be all dolled up and try to capture somebody's attention. And, I always laugh when I think back on it, because despite the fact that I have no problem being visible, I was a very shy person and I have like shy tendencies
Oh, is
growing up.
that right? Yeah.
It's like nobody believes me. And I'm
I
like, I
believe
promise
that.
you.
Yeah. Right.
I'm like, ask my best friend, because we would go into a bar and I would just be like, that guy's cute. And my best friend would be like, go up and talk to him. And I'd be like, I can't do it. And so she's like, well, crap. So she would just go up there and then start a conversation and then drag me along or something like that. Or I would, accidentally bump into somebody like, oh, excuse me. That was not an accident, but I'm going to pretend it was an accident, just to spark a conversation. And so when you're building a business, you need to be where your people are, and then do something. If you're online, you need to stop them from scrolling. So you need something, whether it's a headline or a photo or something that's going to capture their attention. Or if you're in person and you're speaking on stage or you're at a networking event, you need to, capture somebody's attention, spark that conversation, ideally get digits, like exchange that contact information, and then you go on dates. And that's the same thing with marketing. It's like, you got to show up, you got to capture somebody's attention, you got to get their contact information if they're interested in continuing to talk to you. And then you essentially date them until, as my grandmother used to say, they're ready and you're ready to piss or get off the pot. Like you're either like, all right, are we going to do this thing? Are we going to work together? Or are you going to buy my product or service? Or are you not? Dating should be the equivalent of giving the potential client or customer everything that they need to say yes or no to your offer. And so I'm like, if you just think of it as dating, it humanizes the experience a little bit more. You realize, oh, okay, oh, did I actually build a relationship with this person before I asked them for, 10 grand or something? Or did I just walk up to them and go, hi, nice to meet you. Can I have your credit card, please? So.
So, when they come up to me and say, I can help you reach six figures, I'm thinking you talking about my waist or what? Yes. Like, I'm already on my way. Leave me alone. But your method sounds to me like, quote, the genius method.
Yes.
You ever hear of that?
I have heard of that. And it's funny because I call this dating, it's my just like dating method. And then it's a method within a method, because as marketers, what I realized going to an event, and I went to a marketing event, this guy was speaking on stage, and I whipped out my notebooks. I'm like, I'm going to get so much magic out of this. And I'm like writing everything this guy was saying. And I didn't really listen. Like, I was listening, but I wasn't really listening. I was too busy taking notes. And I go back and look at the notes and I realize, oh, I know all this stuff. He just packaged it in a really cool way, or in a unique way, right? And so the genius method is my packaged way of saying, hey, there are, kind of 5 P's, for lack of a better word, like 5 things that you need to properly build a business from your experiences, your expertise, make it profitable, and become the next best thing since sliced bread. And so it's really about having that clear purpose and vision for your business, really being clear on your positioning in the marketplace so that you can differentiate yourself, you can stand out, people know the problem you solve, like people get who you are and how you can help them. You have a plan for how you're going to profit from this. And I really like to use profit because so many people focus on revenue. And I'm like, cool, that's great that you made 6 figures or 7 figures, but you spent 6 or 7 figures, so you're actually broke. So profitability, platform, which is like audience building or community building, and then performance, and really figuring out like, how is everything that I'm doing performing? How can I optimize? How can I automate? How can I scale? Like, what are the things I can do to increase our performance so that we're growing year over year over year?
See,
So
that's the KISS principle. I'm going to boil this down for our listeners. You just take 1 P at a time.
exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Right. All right.